it's a fabulous stadium. Always
You got
great
any
atmosphere.
memories here then as a player?
Yeah, it's always a tough place to come. I was telling my lad before, I did score here once. We won. I think it was 3-2 back in the early 90s, but unfortunately it was in my own net.
And from next season, that's where City will be playing against Everton. Bramley Moor Dock, right here next to the Mersey, in what was once derelict Dockland. But this time, for the very last time for me anyway, it's a trip to Goodison Park. And I was looking up the statistics because I'm a bit sad that way and I keep statistics. This is my 40th visit with City to Goodison Park. And during those 40 visits, I've seen City win 13, draw 9 and lose 17. So what's it going to be today? It's an historic place this, and right behind me, for example, is that church, which sometimes you can see on the TV. It's been here a long time, obviously, that church. I'm going to take you inside there now, where there's a memorabilia section, which I hope they're going to take with them to the new ground as well. What a treasure trove this is, and you know who I can see over there? Former Bury and Everton midfielder Martin Dobson.
Well, it's a special place, isn't it? It's you see the reaction from all the fans today. There's only two more games after this one, of course, but a wonderful place. It is going to be sad. We've got to move on. The future at Bramley Moor Dock is going to be so exciting. It's untrue, but the reaction of all the fans has been very encouraging.
What's your happiest memory here then, Martin?
My happiest memory, I've had several. Obviously scored a hat-trick, and I did get the match ball because Bob Latchford scored 5. That was one of them. But yeah, super. Almost got over the line. It would have been nice to win a trophy in those years, but we've in the top 4 3 times, and semi-final of the FA Cup, and at the final of the League Cup, but just couldn't quite do it. But marvellous memories of wonderful players as well, and the crowd were just exceptional. So I was very, very lucky to come to this club in 1974. Who'd have thought? 50 years ago. Unbelievable.
And you've got a book out too, so if anybody wants to find out more.
Yeah.
This is a great place, this.
Yeah.
What's going to happen when Everton move now? Is this going to go with the club? Is there going to be a version of this, the new stadium?
For a while we feared it might be the end for us, but it's not. In fact, we have new premises virtually overlooking Bramley Moor Dock. And we had a meeting today to decide how we're going to shift everything. So this will be recreated at the new stadium.
Brilliant. It's unique, I think, in football.
Yeah, we did some other interviews earlier today and they were saying that. I said, what's so special? I said, because it is unique. Away fans come in and go, I wish we had something like this.
That's great.
Can't let it go.
See you next season then.
Absolutely.
Someplace that, isn't it? And I'm glad it's going to continue on at the new stadium. Anyway, before I talk to a few more City fans, if you were listening to the audio podcast that I did last week, you'll know that Mark Ward, former City and Everton winger, was our special guest. Here, his memories of Goodison Park.
I think Wenger said, it's one of the most iconic stadiums, but like to go there, they'd rather go to Anfield than go to Goodison. Because Goodison's full of Scousers, and every home games it is hostile because not towards the opposition, because everyone wants to be there. You can't get a ticket look for money, and it's like people just going there for the last time. They're coming from all around the world, really. You know what I mean? So it is, and I think that's helped Everton this season. In the fight to stay in the Premiership, and because of that reason, this is the last ever season. This is the last game between City and Everton at Goodison, and let's hope the fans both embrace it and it's a good game. And being an Evertonian, I'm going to sit on the fence, but I think 3 more points. I think guarantees it full time for us. But I still think City will finish in the top European places anyway. It'll be a tough game, and I think City have just turned the corner a little bit. I'll go for 1-1.
Yes, I'm a Norwegian. Not only following City because of Haaland, but been a City supporter since 1976 with an overhead kick from Den Stewart. I like Everton. It's quite okay. Like them much better than Liverpool. So especially early today, maybe to see the final game here at Goodison Park. They have been in a top league. I know so long time. Them and Arsenal are the longest in a row in the top. So it's.
I'm told more top flight games have been played here than any other stadium.
Yeah, I can imagine. So it must be over 100 years, something around 100 years in the top flight. So David Moyes have done brilliant, but I hope they are in for a holiday today. We needed 3 points. We need to qualify for the Champions League, and it's a lot of teams in good shape with Newcastle and Aston Villa going good. So maybe we can keep Nottingham and Chelsea behind us. That would be maybe a possibility, I don't know.
Your last trip to Goodison Park then, what are your memories here?
Well, like I've just been telling you, the ground isn't the best of grounds, but there's the Blue Dragon chip is probably my best. It's probably my best memory of this place.
Were you not here for the Paul Power?
Yes.
In the FA Cup?
The FA Cup, yeah. And many other games. Gundogan's goal was it not last year? Was it last year?
Yeah, that one where he flicked it in.
Yeah, flicked him back all over his head. Yeah. So yeah, we've seen a few good things, but I won't be sorry to see it go. I'm not one of these who love the old stadiums and all that lot. From what I've seen of the pictures of the new one, I can't wait to get there, to be honest.
Well, it'll be next season.
Hopefully, unless it's not open. It might not be, because they've had a few problems, haven't they, with it so far, so we'll see.
Just about 3 points. Sentiment, not really, because it's more for Everton. I'm glad that they're staying up and going to the new stadium in the Premier League. So if we get 3 points, it's a happy all round for far as I'm concerned.
I think the last away game was the derby, so you'd be hoping for perhaps a bit more attacking than there was in the derby.
Exactly, yes. And I still have nightmares about the derby, but it's gone now. We know what we've got to do this time of the year. We know that we've got to win all our games, and there's no difference this year. If we win all our games, we're guaranteed a Champions League spot.
It's going to be a tricky game. Everton are playing well under David Moyes. Last time at Goodison Park, Mamouche 1-0 up the Blues.
Does it have an effect on you being the last one here?
It does. I mean, it's an old school ground. We've not got many of them left. So the longer we can keep these old school grounds, the better. I mean, the Bramley Moor Park looks very good though. So yeah, up the City though.
I've been wandering around this stadium before the game. I do it before every game, home and away. And what the difference I notice here is that there's a lot less people here who are on day trips and, come in just for the ticking the ground off. It feels like old school.
Yeah, it's very much old school, yeah. Yeah, like Orient was early in the season, Orient. But yeah, it's good. It's a good one. Last one's to be here, so I'm glad I'm here.
Going out with a win?
Hopefully, Ian. Chris?
What do you reckon?
I think we'll win 2-0, Ian. And I've done this for about 6 games. This is the 6th time now is this ground. It's always good coming here. It's a good drink, and you can have a good day out.
Enjoy.
Yeah. Cheers, Ian.
You know how many times you've played here, Gary?
Not enough. It's a great ground. I'll be sad to see it go, actually, because I think the Everton supporters are similar to the City supporters. They have success, but not had it for a long time. Now they've got new owners, new stadium, who knows, might bring them a bit of good luck. They're long overdue, especially with the red half, as we know only too well, the red half of Manchester. It's not been easy being an Everton fan for a few years, and how they've stayed in the Premier League is a mystery to everybody, but they've stuck there. I think they're the only club, I think, in the Premier League that's never been relegated. So
there's been more top flight games here than any other ground.
Yeah, listen, it was always a great place to come and play. And if I'm going to say something, if I'm going to play for another team apart from City, I know I played at West Brom. I'd like to have played here at Everton. So it's not far from where I lived as well. I was only like half an hour down the road in St Helens. But I think the real football fans, Everton fans, and hopefully they don't have too much to shout about today.
Why are you here today?
Yeah, it was the last City away game at Goodison here, so I thought I'd come along and a bit poignant, and I've got my son here.
We've got to move up in the
Bobby.
queue. We've got to move up in the queue.
Yeah, we keep moving. We can try, can't we? But yeah, it's a fabulous stadium. Always
You got
great
any
atmosphere.
memories here then as a player?
Yeah, it's always a tough place to come. I was telling my lad before, I did score here once. We won. I think it was 3-2 back in the early 90s, but unfortunately it was in my own net, so it didn't count because it was right at the end. But yeah, some fantastic days, some fantastic stadium, and it'll be a brilliant game today. And I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully we can get the win.
Colin Bell scored in 1970, 1-1-0. But later on, a couple of years later, Mike Summerby used to get a bit of stick from the away fans about the size of his nose. Hey, your nose is offside and all. Second half, he comes out with a false nose on Mike Summerby. Everybody's cracking up, brilliant. Dominant team, but with no real threat going forward. I think the goalkeeper needs to be better with his distribution, which stops a lot of our play. If we just carry no threat, it's too slow, but we're miles better than them.
Do you think City will get whatever they need in the set now to win this?
I can see this probably ending up like a 0-0 Old Trafford draw at this moment in time. We don't carry any threat. The wingers don't create. Apart from the performance on the whole has been very good without any threat at all, and we need threat to score goals to win games.
Awful for 75 minutes, and he made the substitutions. We got it done. Doku's pace absolutely did him. O'Reilly again, never seen a left back like it who gets in the middle of the box. Obviously comes from playing in midfield originally, but job done. Hopefully Newcastle get a win now. Oh, back time. Cheers, Cheesy.
Go on, Cheesy. Well, go on, Cheesy. First half was shocking. We nearly went, but then second half, 10 minutes to go. Come on, City.
What was the difference then?
Kovacic, substitutions, simple. We had a go at him. Doku came on, he had a go at him. That was the difference. First time I've seen us win here. Come on.
Mr. Wicks. What did you think of it?
Oh well, it was dreadful really, wasn't it? Let's be honest. Until we realised that there was a goal to gain and we'd win the match, and yeah, I think the substitutions were the right ones. Definitely, since O'Brien came out to that side, we needed to get a winger on, and it took a while before he brought Doku on. And I think, Nunes, to be fair, he's better going forward than he is a defender, and he showed that today. And I was happy in the end, but it wasn't a great game.
It felt to me as if this one and the Villa game were the two that crunch get the Champions League, and they've done it now, haven't they?
I think that's clear that Everton just sat and let us play with the ball. Seemed to suit us as well, to be honest. It wasn't that we were trying to press them in any way, shape or form. So I think we were cautious and we wanted to win. So yeah, we've got it. That's great. Move on to Villa Tuesday night. Come on.
80 minutes we put up with there. And the changes he made, Doku coming on, just changed the dynamic. We were there for the taking, to be honest. If they'd have put anything together, they'd have won that. But 2 goals in the last 10 minutes killed them off and made us look like world beaters. And we weren't today. Kevin was poor, but we needed that dynamism a bit more in midfield. But but it's back on again, isn't it? We beat Villa, beat whoever we're playing, Notts Forest, and our season's back on again. Fantastic. Nice to see you, Ian. Cheers.
Hard work for a long time until the first goal. I thought we were struggling, but
the first half was absolutely shocking. It
was,
and it felt like Derby Day all over again. You know, at United.
Sideways, backwards,
yeah,
sideways, backwards.
It was just so boring. I nearly fell asleep. But second half,
Kovacic comes on.
Yeah.
What does he do? He runs forward with the ball. That's what we need. And then it goes wide, and then Nico arrives and it scores a goal.
Nico O'Reilly, I mean, it's Nico O'Reilly. Nico O'Reilly is like, honestly, I'm going to get him on the back of my shirt next season.
His impact is huge, isn't it? He's got a massive. He scored some important goals for us. So I think he's a great player. But it was hard work. Hard work.
This is my first and last match at Goodison Park. I'm so grateful I got tickets for this game. We wanted to come to Goodison for years, didn't we? And we never got tickets, but the first and last season at Goodison, yeah. Mid result in it. Oh no, I was on row 10, I was okay. I had no restrictive use for me, mate. No.
Nice way to sign off, wasn't it?
It was a great result, very important result, and it's put us in a good spot for Champions League qualification. So, but it was. I lost a few years in sweat, I think, and grey hairs.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for my 40th visit with City to Goodison Park, and it ends with a victory. A goal by Kovacic will go down as the last City goal here at Goodison Park, and I wish everybody who's an Everton fan all the best going forward and then move to the new stadium. We know what it's like. It happened with us with Main Road moving to the Etihad Stadium. Thanks very much to everybody who supports what I do, most notably Thompson, who've supported me for the last few years. Thanks very much to them, and to Amar Development UK for their support as well, always. So onwards and upwards. Paul Power is a special guest of the former Everton and City player on the audio podcast that we'll be recording tomorrow, the day after this game on Sunday. And of course the next match is Tuesday when Aston Villa are welcome to the Etihad Stadium. But I think this victory here at Everton, no matter what happens on Tuesday, should, with the games that are left, pretty much guarantee Champions League football for City next season. Not been a bad day really, has it? But a sad day leaving old Goodison Park. So many happy memories here. It's great to be a Blue, and I suppose that applies to Everton fans too.